Southpaw continues to show how damn dedicated an actor Jake Gyllenhaal is. I loved his performance in last year's Nightcrawler. He transformed himself into a slimy, skinny sociopath to fit his role, and he does the same amount of transforming for this one. He bulks up to a ridiculous amount to fit his boxer role. That's the best part about this movie. The acting across the board is fantastic. Gyllenhaal proves yet again that he's an Oscar-worthy actor. Forrest Whitaker and Rachel McAdams both have really strong supporting performances. What could have been generic cardboard characters are given life and fleshed out by both the stars and the writers. The writers do a fine job of writing all the characters with some sort of depth and not relying on tired tropes and stereotypes. There's no clear mustache-twirling villain. Even the smallest characters have their moment. That's actually the best and worst parts about the movie. The character development is so deep and involved, especially with Jake Gyllenhaal's role, but sometimes it was a bit too much, meaning that it dwells on certain aspects for too long, making much of the second act feeling redundant and long. The movie could really have a few minutes shaved off to be a little bit more streamlined. It also feels like it went through a lot of the motions for the story beats because it is just a classic redemption story. There are a lot of cliche things that happen, but it does execute the most predictable moments in the best way it could. The one defining factor that the movie has going for it is that it's filmed really well. It has a very realistic and gritty feel to it. The violence is in your face and brutal, which really sells the fight scenes. One last nitpick is that the soundtrack is a little too on point. For example, at the end a character says something like, "I trust you," and then the song in the background is like, "I trust you," and that bothered the hell out of me. Anyway, I did like the movie, despite it being kind of overlong by the books. The gritty and brutal portrayal of boxing sells Jake Gyllenhaal's physical and emotional performance. I'm giving Southpaw a 7 out of 10.